What a peeps.
What it do, y'all?
Let's do this.
Let's do it. 3, 2, 1.
Ooh, that was a good one.
What up, y'all? What up?
What up? Welcome back, or welcome to the Let's Make Out podcast, where we make out all things what?
Love, life, and laughter.
That is right. I'm your host, Gabrielle, also known as Gabe.
And I'm
Flowers.
Yeah, okay. And I'm your other host, also known as Babe, or C-Rater12
Right.
on Instagram.
Yeah. Chad Flowers.
Chad Flowers.
Chad Flowers Rater.
If we would have had it her way, I would be Chad.
No, that's awkward.
I just find it so weird.
So awkward.
But yeah, so
What's going on, guys?
how y'all doing? Hopefully y'all are well as you're listening
Hopefully you are doing
or watching.
Fantastic, okay?
And if you didn't know you could watch, come on over to YouTube and
Come
you can
on
watch
over.
us. Let's Make Out Podcast.
Come on over.
And if you didn't know you could listen, and you want to listen while you're driving your car or something, then
Check us out on
yeah.
every platform that you
Every
listen
platform,
to
yeah,
podcasts
exactly.
on, you know. Does it feel like this couch is getting shorter? Am I crazy?
No, you're just getting shorter. You know, as you get older, you get shorter.
No, I'm like,
You're just getting shorter.
why do I feel so low?
Get low.
Get low, get low, get low. To the window,
Okay, stop it.
to the wall.
Stop it. She got
The
these.
song is horrible.
She got this
To
little.
the down my.
She got this little outfit on right now, and it's torture.
It's a short set.
Torture.
He likes my short sets.
Torture.
They are short shorts, so
Torture.
he's a fan. But you ain't finna get none because we got to do this podcast. So come on.
How about after the podcast?
We ain't got time for that either because we got a call. All right. So what's been going on since we've talked to you last? What has happened? Shout out to everyone who listened and or watched the last podcast. Shout out to all of your encouragement for Chad and, you know, just you guys like sharing your thoughts and everything. We really appreciate that. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, go ahead and check it out. It's a really good one. We were kind of talking about just purpose and contentment and the calling God has for you and all of that stuff. It was a really good episode.
Absolutely.
How you feeling this week?
I feel good. I
Yeah.
mean, I've had a couple, you know, I had a lunch yesterday with a good friend of ours and former pastor, but, you know, he's always been a good friend regardless. So, Pastor Kurt, if you watch our vlogs, you've heard of us talk about Pastor Kurt before. So we had a good breakfast, and you know, he's one of the guys that's always said that he's seen a calling on me too and stuff like that. So no, good time. We had a chance to connect with our pastor and first lady when we hosted this past weekend at church. So that was nice doing that, but then also, you know, connecting with them again. And so yeah, I mean, I feel good this week. I feel you know, I know that, again, I think I want to, you know, like, I want to clarify, like, so, you know, I think that few people might have like taken it and kind of ran in a different direction, what I was saying.
Really?
Yeah, like, you know, nothing bad, but like to clarify what I do with Gabrielle when it comes to social media, and, you know, it's not that I don't enjoy that. I do. I mean, I enjoy what we do together, but that does not mean that that's all that God has for me and my purpose. So, so meaning it's not that Gabrielle, the social media, this is her thing and I need to do something different. No, this is our thing. But I know that God has some other things for me as well, you know, that he's worked on me, you know, my entire life, you know what I'm saying? Like, been preparing me for. Just like there's things that Gabrielle has that the God's been working on her entire life, you know, building her towards and for, right? Just like all of you.
Yeah.
So I think that, yeah, just to clarify, nobody said anything crazy or anything.
I'm like, you got me looking through the comments like, did somebody say something crazy? Did I miss it? Oh.
No, nobody said anything crazy.
Oh, okay.
But some people kind of like, you know, thought
the one where it was like social media is not your thing.
Yeah,
or something.
exactly. Like, you know,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So it's nothing bad. Nobody said anything crazy.
Yeah.
But I wanted to clarify is that no, social media is definitely my thing as well. But that doesn't mean that that's what that's the only thing. Yeah. Right. So I know that there's other things that God has for me.
But I don't even feel like I read that comment and I mean, I definitely appreciate what she was saying, and I get it, but I don't feel like you're out here trying to be an influencer. Like, you are my husband, so you're kind of like looped into it, and we became Gabe Babe TV, but you're not even like interested in being a influencer personality. Like, you just now started doing stories. Like, you've never really been interested
it's
in
never
doing
been
that.
It's never been my thing. I think my thing has always been the business side, and obviously being a part of the vlog and being being part of Gabe and Babe, which editing, all of those things are things that I do enjoy. But the thing is, when you're trying to look for your zone of genius, you're trying to look for the things that you're meant to do as well. So if I'm doing things that I'm meant to do and I'm doing this that I enjoy, I'm fulfilled, right? So we're looking now for like, okay, God, I know there's something deeper calling in me. What is that calling? Because I want to do that as well. Right? I'm not stepping away from this because I enjoy doing this. Like, I get to work with my best friend every day. Like,
no, and I think that people got it. Like, I think when we're talking about you stepping away, it's more so like the busy work of it. Like, the admin work of it. The stuff that we could actually outsource. And have somebody do.
Nobody's saying anything crazy. I just wanted to clarify so that people kind of understood exactly what, because, when you're trying to explain something when you're emotional, sometimes you can't fully explain it, right? So just make sure people understand that this is what we do. And I enjoy what we do. I just know there's some other cool things that God has for me.
But we appreciate everybody's, like, I think that was great conversation,
absolutely.
Like great comments and everything. So if you haven't checked it out, check it out. Let's see what else has been happening. I feel like we did some back to school shopping because the kids, well, Reagan has been in school, but Siege goes back next Wednesday. And it's crazy because I swear the summer breaks get shorter and shorter. I feel like when we went back to school, it was like almost Labor Day before we would go back to school.
It was
now
like
it's like
at least.
They don't even get August no more. Ain't that crazy? Like, I just feel like it's crazy. Plus, they changed their start times. So Siege will be going to school like at least an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours earlier.
Let's do this intro real quick, because then I got something to say. All right?
Cue the music.
All right.
All right, now what you got to say? Because you was about to get into it.
Whatever. What I got to say. Like, I don't understand how a group of adults that voted, they had the vote to make this time change, somehow in their minds thought that it was appropriate to take high schoolers and elementary schoolers and switch the start times. From high schoolers used to start at like 7:40 in the morning. Now elementary is going to start at 7:40 and get out at like 2:10. So there's a few issues for us. We don't. For us, it doesn't affect us because we work from home. But I feel for all the parents out there that are working at a job that are going back to work now, because not everybody's working from home. People are starting to go back. Now have to figure out a couple more hours worth of after school care. Because now their high schoolers not going to be home to watch the younger kid. If the elementary school kid, ain't nobody having the elementary school kid come home and open the door and fend for themselves I mean, so like, and then also high schoolers, they're the oldest. Some drive. Most mature, or they're working on the maturity. Their maturity levels obviously up compared to an elementary kid. They can get up earlier. They get out of school earlier because then they can do extracurriculars, right? So sports or tutoring, whatever it may be. But they can fend for themselves. They can fend for themselves. What sense did it make to make elementary kids go to the earliest time and get out the earliest?
But there was a study. This was based on a study.
It's not inconvenient for us. It doesn't really affect us. I mean,
children at a younger age learn better earlier in the day. So they did that based on this study, which I don't really know the specifics of, that, the younger you are, I guess the more the more you're able to like learn and retain earlier in the morning. And then I also had the same thoughts about Chad, like, man, what about the people who, you know, have to get after school childcare? And then I was talking to somebody at church this weekend, and she was expressing that she was actually happy about it because she has to be at work at like, you know, 8:00. So she was able to get them on the bus and be able to be at work at the proper start time. And then she was like, I had childcare anyway, because I mean, I guess when you think about it, he was getting out at what, 3:45 before. Most people ain't off at 3:45 anyway. So they probably already had after school care, now that I think about it. So it's really not a huge inconvenience, but they weren't going to school until after 8. So like if you have an 8:00 start time, then you got to figure out how to get them there. So, you know, I mean, maybe there are some people that are like, yes, this is better for my schedule, you know, and maybe they don't have older siblings that were watching them anyway. So it's like, I mean, this is already paying for after school care.
This is an opinion of someone that is not affected by it because, again, we
aren't affected by it. Like,
we're not affected by it. So
we got to get up a little earlier, but
I mean, whatever. So we're not affected by it, but I you know, I have a hard time believing that because of a study, that's why they changed it. I think that there's some other factors.
You're so funny. There are multiple schools that were already on this schedule. It's not like this is just new out of the blue. There are multiple townships and schools that were already doing this, babe.
I don't know. To me, if you look at just the needs of all the kids when it comes to, like, you know, I'm thinking of especially high schoolers. And I don't even have a high schooler, but they're the ones that have the most things after school potentially. You know, whether it's a job, whether it's extracurricular activity, sports, whatever it may be, they're the ones that have most after school activities versus elementary, middle school. They're going to after school care or they're coming home most of the time. Middle schoolers start getting into some sports, but definitely elementary kids, they're not, you know, for at least school sports, right? So it's
just pushing it back a little bit.
It's just pushing it back, you know, meaning the kids, you know, the high schoolers, you know, are out later or, you know, not home early from the practice. Because, you know, high school, you know, sports, I mean, their practices,
they go pretty long.
You know, especially if you're, you know, in a basketball state or a football state, things like that. So it's just, to me, it just seemed like I didn't understand the change because it doesn't seem convenient. But, you know, the parents that are happy about it, awesome. Parents that aren't happy about it, I feel for them.
Yeah, I mean, I think you got to make it work either way. I mean, I'm considering after school care because your day ending at 2:30, like, that's not nearly enough time for us to get done what we need to get done during the day. It's like, okay, maybe a couple days you need to be in the AYS is what it used to be called. I don't know if it's still called AYS or not. You remember AYS? The kids would go to AYS in the gym after school. It was like after school care. You don't remember AYS? Why are you looking at me? Do y'all remember AYS? Why is he looking at me like he's never heard that before? You really never?
No, seriously.
I mean, I never went, but yeah, the kids would go and like hang out in the gym, and now it's just called, like, you know, after school care, I guess.
What was AYS?
What did AYS stand for?
After AYS. After.
It seemed like it would be after school youth or after. What was AYS? AYS.
After your school. After your school.
What did AYS stand for?
AYS? I don't know what you talking about. You sure it's called AYS?
It is. It's a whole website. AYS Inc.
What's this?
Is what it was. 40 years at your school.
At your school.
Oh, at your school. That's what it says at the top of the website. Good. At your school. Yeah, that's AYS. They would be there to watch the kids after school. Y'all remember 40 years? It's been around our whole school career. Our whole school career, okay? So anyway, so that was a rant on that. Like, I think more than anything, it's just a change for us because we are night owls, as is Chad Jr., and we really have to, like, get him in the bed at a decent hour, like 8:30, so that he can make sure that he's, like, up and has breakfast and is ready when the bus comes at like 7 o'clock in the morning. That's actually the only thing
I'm excited about when it comes to the change. I mean, just, you know, having, when you work for yourselves, you make your own schedule. So having to get up even earlier with him, that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, because we've gotten used to just starting our day later,
a little bit later,
a lot later.
You know, again, we own our own business. We're entrepreneurs, so we can do that. But we still have the desire to get up earlier, right? To get the day started sooner.
So now we don't have a choice.
So that's I'm looking forward to that aspect of it.
Yeah.
But just overall, I have questions.
Yeah, it's an adjustment. I think change at any rate is like, and you have to get used to it, and then you're over it. You know.
Well, that's
give us a couple weeks, and we'll be over it.
That's not my reason for the questions, but
yeah, I was just looking for an issue. Just looking for a problem. Okay. Anyway, I feel like that's it. Nothing else has really happened.
Yeah. Thanks so much for listening. No.
We're going to do some questions because we have not done any questions. I feel like these last 2 episodes that we've had. So
that's right. So we're going to do our first and only sponsor.
We're going to do that first. Yeah. And then we're going to come back with some questions.
And then we're going to do questions and,
yes.
and have a good time.
Let's do it.
We're going to do the questions early, like Chad's starting time.
Better.
All right. So we've told you about these for the last couple weeks. This brand.
Yes, we have actually.
Paint Your Life. Okay, so basically, like having memories, having the ability to create a cool, unique gift, whether it's for an anniversary or a wedding, a birthday. Gifts can sometimes be very difficult to come up with, and paintyourlife.com is really cool because you can get a professional hand-painted portrait created from any photo at a truly affordable price. So you see the affordable price and you're like, you think a painting or a custom painting, you're thinking, expensive.
It's gonna be, yeah,
you're going to think somebody, is using their talent to create something really unique for you. It's going to be expensive, but you can get a, truly affordable price on paintyourlife.com. You can choose from a team of world-class artists and work with them until every detail is perfect. User-friendly platform lets you order a custom-made, hand-painted portrait in less than 5 minutes. Quick, easy process, and you should get your hand-painted portrait in about 3 weeks. So that's pretty awesome. So you can send any picture, whatever the picture is, or combine photos into one painting. So if you have one picture you want done, that's awesome. But if you have multiple and you want them to try to figure out how to make it a collage, then they can do that too. So I think that's pretty awesome. And like I said, makes great gifts. It's meaningful, personal, and can be cherished forever for whoever, including yourself. If you want something that you want to be able to, cherish. We want you to check it out. So at paintyourlife.com, there's no risk. If you don't love the final painting, your money is refunded, guaranteed. And right now, as a limited time offer, get 20% off your painting. That's right, 20% off and free shipping. To get this special offer, text the word Gabe, Gabe, to 64,000. That's Gabe to 64,000. Again, text Gabe to 64,000. Paint your life. Celebrate the moments that matter the most. Terms apply. Available at paintyourlife.com/terms. Text Gabe 64,000.
Do it. All right. Which book you want? 1001, the Book of Question. This one that's holding up the podcast thingy. 4,000 joints.
Joints? Do the 1,000
question
one.
Joints. You say 4 or 1?
1,001.
1,001. Okay, what number? Pick a number between 1 and 1,000 and 1.
76.
76. Shout out to everybody who was born in 76.
Yeah.
What's your favorite item to cook and why?
Favorite item to cook?
The only item that you cook.
Yeah, I know, right? Taco meat.
I wouldn't even think about that, but that is the one thing you
My favorite item to cook is probably buffalo chicken dip.
Is it? That's kind of where my mind went.
Or chocolate oatmeal cookies.
That's what I was going to say.
I mean, favorite is definitely chocolate oatmeal cookies because, they fire.
Because they're your favorite.
But I also enjoy making buffalo chicken dip because it's just delicious too.
It is. It's really good.
But 2 different reasons: dessert / a snack / a meal. You can make the buffalo chicken dip a meal.
You can. Okay.
Just like you a meal, girl.
I don't have a favorite
and
thing.
a dessert.
I don't have a favorite thing that I like to cook. What's the favorite thing I like to cook? I don't know. I don't really care to cook.
One of my favorite things that you cook
is what?
It's probably cheeseburger gnocchi.
Yeah, it is.
It's fire.
Oh, we haven't had that in like a good month and a half.
It's just really good. Yeah.
You know what? I am so proud of me, you guys. This week,
proud of her.
Literally took some
not figuratively, literally. Well, and figuratively.
You have to have the literally. I took some time and meal planned for the week for our dinners. So I got my notes out together. I was looking through. I bought these new cookbooks and stuff. And I was, we have emails and all the things. So I figured out what we were eating every day this week. Well, up until Friday. So I got to figure out what we're eating this weekend. But I'm proud of me because I haven't done that in so long. And we've just been grabbing the quick thing and eating out of convenience and eating out way more than we should. So I was proud of me because I was like, okay, Tuesday we know we got tacos. Friday we know we have pizza. So Monday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah. So we even
what are we eating?
I'm gonna take it even a step up. She also we've been talking about trying to eat more vegetables, right? Just in general, we really wanted to. So Sunday was a vegetarian.
It was
panini.
It was.
So it was vegetable panini. It had some cheese on it. So that's why vegetarian.
Yeah.
But it was super good. And then some green beans with it. She had a salad, but then Monday she made this fire chicken Parmesan.
It was like chicken Parmesan,
but it wasn't fried.
It was called Italian smothered.
It wasn't breaded. It was healthier because it wasn't breaded. I think that makes it healthier.
It does.
So that was really good. Tacos last night were really good. So yeah, but every meal this week since Sunday we have had veggies with our dinner.
Yeah, we've been doing really well. So tonight is roasted veggies and rice. So it's another vegetarian meal.
So we're just trying to just
vegan,
create,
probably because I don't even think it's got cheese in it.
We're just trying to create better habits, and our kids have been eating them too.
We've been sitting at the table
with no devices,
eating, which is a huge step for us because we struggle eating these meals together, or we'll eat them together sitting on the couch watching the TV, or we'll all be on our devices or something like that. So just trying to do better, you know what I'm saying? One step at a time. I'm proud of us.
Me too. It's never too late to
3 days into the week, but we good
to create new habits, right?
No,
never too late to start over or try to figure out how to do things better. So tonight I was thinking about pulling out our family devotion.
Because we haven't done that in a while.
And do our family one together while we're eating dinner. So use that time to, just to communicate and talk, or
maybe right after dinner.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so very, very thankful to you for being amazing.
Oh, thanks, though.
And
I'm trying to get my life together.
But you're amazing regardless if you cooking meals or not.
Thanks.
And you look so good.
Okay.
All right, whatever.
I'm going to do 776.
No, that's just too much now. Shout out to everyone born in 776.
They could be born in the 7th month of 76.
There you go. See? So, July 76. All y'all babies. Who have you loved more than anyone else in your life? Explain.
Why you
Don't get this wrong. No, it's fine.
I feel like you and the kids are at the top of,
but it's also, your mama, Nana.
Gracie. But you can't, who have I loved more than anyone else in my life? That's a really hard question.
It is.
Because I have love for everybody. So, not everybody. No, I'm just kidding. But there's levels to this. Everybody serves a different purpose. So it's not I love you so much more. I would say romantically, you, obviously, because you're my husband. So, but I feel like my kids are probably at the top of the list. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? As a mom, my kids. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. That's like Siege asked me when we were in Jamaica. He was like, so who do you love more, me or Reagan? And I was like, ain't no more. I love y'all equally, okay? It is completely, it's crazy how, because before I was a mother, I couldn't understand how you could have room. You know what I'm saying? It's after I had Chad Jr., I really was how can I love anybody else as much as I love him? And then, then you have a second and you're oh, I get it now. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's one of those things where you can't really comprehend it until you can experience it.
Yeah, I think, your heart.
Yeah.
It's your capability or capacity to love grows as you're, it's so, because you think your heart is as full as it can be, and then all of a sudden it's even fuller, you know, and so it's just really, it's really cool. It's a good thing to find out.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, it is.
It's a really cool thing to find out.
It's awesome. So that's my answer in a nutshell.
I know, right?
I guess.
Do you believe in soulmates? Why or why not?
Did you just pick another random question for me?
Oh, was you good with that question?
Yeah, I answered it.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and do 635.
You're so funny. Do I believe in soulmates, though?
How about 612?
I'm pretty sure we've done this.
Okay, 635.
But I'll take a look.
Take a look. Check it twice.
612. When have you had to agree to disagree? Explain.
I mean, when I tried to get some like 2 minutes ago, we had to agree to disagree because I'm still like, I need some.
I cannot stand
so
you.
we're agreeing to disagree on this, right?
You were going to be serious. Apparently not.
I mean, that's a serious matter, though. We had to agree to disagree because I don't agree with your decision. I agree with my decision.
I cannot stand you.
I mean, when last time we had to agree to disagree?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be with me, just with anybody. I'm trying to think of. Oh, I think. Well, we didn't really come to it and agree to disagree, but I feel like last night we were talking about this. Like, the whole, is it okay for employers, or not employers, but establishments to ask if you have had the vaccine or not? And we were having this conversation with my mom, and, you know, she doesn't feel like businesses should be able to ask, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it a HIPAA violation, blah, 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 which we found out today.
It's not.
That it is not a HIPAA violation. There are no laws against
employers asking or requiring you to be vaccinated or wear a mask. There's no law. They have the right. It's their establishment. Mm-hmm. So we agreed to disagree. That my thoughts was I don't have a business where I'm having people come in or out, so I can't speak on my own business.
Yeah.
But if you own a business or own an establishment and you choose to have people wear a mask or prove that they're vaccinated or be vaccinated if they work there, that is a choice that you make as an employer, and either they comply or they decide to go somewhere else, right? I mean, I don't think it's deeper than that. Like, it's not a HIPAA violation. There's no law that says they cannot ask or require.
Yeah.
So that was what my argument was, is that, you know, it's their choice, and you can't be mad at them because they want that. And you also can't be mad at the person that doesn't want to comply, right? I mean, or with
give their information.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's a personal choice, but you have to understand that, you know, a business owner does have rights as a business owner, and the person has rights as
a person
or employee, right?
Yeah.
So you both can make a choice that's, you know, good for each of you.
You just have to deal with the consequences.
They might not be in the same establishment, or they might not be together anymore, right?
Right.
So yeah, there was kind of a, you know, agree to disagree, because some people say it's invasion of privacy and stuff like that, and I'm like, you know, I can see how people think that, but at the same time, if you owned a business and you wanted to keep people safe,
then you want to know that everybody is coming in there.
Yeah.
You know.
So it's a very, I mean, we're all in a new, COVID is
new territory.
New territory for everyone.
Yeah.
So I think people just need to give each other grace and figure out how to communicate like adults. I mean, I think that's the problem. Nobody communicates like adults. We've talked about that many times.
Yeah, that's always the downfall.
Everybody becomes children when they want to talk about politics, race, or religion or COVID, vaccinations.
Exactly.
You know, so I mean, yeah. So, you know, I think that was a good. Yeah, that was a good one. Agreed to kind of disagree. You know.
Yeah, that's probably for both of us.
That was a good one. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna do 216. I'm going to do the opposite of all of his numbers. Did you catch that? Did you catch that?
I'm trying to catch it, baby.
I can't.
Oh, this goes right along. Do you enjoy a good debate or prefer keeping the peace?
I think generally I prefer to keep the peace. I don't like uncomfortable conversations. I don't like it just makes me uncomfortable. I just don't like it. But on the other side of that, it depends on who it is, because I have friends that I can have really good, healthy debates with. Like Sparkle, she's a debater, and we can have a healthy debate, and and I know it's not going to end up, you know what I'm saying? Like, so some people, I feel like it just depends on who it's with. Yeah. Sometimes it's not uncomfortable and it's okay, but I'd rather just mind my business and just not talk. If it's going to be a debate, we don't have to do that. It's fine. I don't know, maybe it's the people pleaser in me, but I just would rather not have a confrontation or, debate or whatever. I just want to keep the peace.
Yeah. I'm always ready to have a debate.
Yes.
As long as the other person and myself can have objective views and actually hear the other person, right? If you're talking with somebody that wants to debate with you, but they never want to let you finish your sentence, or if you're never going to let them finish their sentence, that is now an argument.
Yeah.
That's not a debate. It's not a healthy debate by any means. It could be a debate, but it ain't healthy at that point because you're not letting each other talk.
Right.
So if I can have a debate with someone that I can actually get my point across, they can get their point across, and we can agree to disagree or agree to agree, whatever, then awesome. Yes. Yeah. But that would be
about it.
I mean, I had a conversation when I was filming something in Cincinnati with a guy that was a Trump voter, and obviously I'm not. And we had a healthy debate. I mean, it never got pretentious. We never, started.
Yeah, it was.
It was a healthy debate. Yeah. I mean, and we agreed to disagree, but it was a healthy debate. And I can do that. I think that more people should be able to do that. And we would be so much better off, if we could do that, and because we don't have to agree on everything, but we should be able to communicate on everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. You want another one shouting?
Sure. Why not? It's your turn.
Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah. It's my turn.
It's your turn.
Let's go with...
We need new books.
We do. Let's go with 690. Why you make a face like that? It's just a number.
Is there such a thing as destiny? Why or why not?
Yeah, you're my destiny, Shelly.
Is there a such thing? Are you going to answer the
You're
question?
so beautiful.
Thank you, sweetheart.
This girl, she just too much. Is there such thing as destiny? I mean, yeah.
Destiny.
Okay.
What movie is that from, y'all? I bet you don't even know.
From Destiny? What?
You don't know?
Let me see. Let me hang on. It's from Sparkle.
No, not at all.
It's from...
Y'all let me know in the comments below.
I don't know. Let me see. Yes, I mean, if you believe in God, you believe that your story is already written. Mm-hmm. And eventually you will get to your purpose or whatever, maybe for me, destiny is you doing the things that were written for you, by the Creator. And so, yes, I believe that. I believe that God, as a believer in God, I believe that He wants us to get to the place that He has for us.
Yeah.
And yeah, so absolutely.
Mm-hmm. It's so interesting when we talk about destiny and how things are written, and then we have to think about free will and how we make 100%. Our own choices. You know what I'm saying? So I've always had this just trying to figure out. It's so God gives us free will, but if I believe that He already knows what's going to happen in my life, does He already knows these choices that I'm going to make? Or are there multiple ways for me to get to the destiny, and it just depends on which route I take? You know what I'm saying?
I think that
He knows regardless which way I'm going to go.
But I also think that He is the way.
That is true.
So we have free will, and He gave us that free will. I think that He's all knowing, right? Mm-hmm. He knows exactly what decisions we're going to make.
Yeah.
But He always has given us a way to destiny. It's Him.
It's Him. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, so I think, so we have free will to go out and screw up and mess up, but we always have a path
to the right way.
To the right way.
Back to the way. Yeah. Back to the destiny.
That's what I would say.
Yeah. Okay. I like that.
I like you.
I'm going to do question 96. I figured it out. Because you did 690.
Yeah, it still works out regardless for me.
Oh gosh, I'm done with him today. Okay, anybody else done with him? Because I am. Throw him out. I'm
she's
done.
So high. You don't want me going nowhere.
Oh, please. Stop.
What items do you? Because I'm your destiny.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, what movie is that from? You are my destiny.
I have absolutely no idea.
Leave in the comments so you know what that was.
No idea.
Back to the Future.
Well, you didn't even give them a chance to leave it in the comments.
I gave them at least 3 seconds.
That's hilarious. So Destiny, that was thin line between love and hate.
Oh, okay. What items do you currently have stored in the trunk of your car?
Nothing.
So that's not a good
I keep it very empty. I mean, my spare tire is up under.
Gotta do a different one.
Okay. 196. My nose itches.
What is your greatest physical challenge?
Greatest physical challenge? Like something I'm not physically able to do? I don't. Give me an example of a physical challenge.
I mean,
like
do an Ironman. I'm thinking. It's across the board. Anything physical, if you think about it. So, like,
pull-ups.
Yeah, that's a good one. So think about all the different workouts.
Pull-ups to save my life. I just feel like I don't know. I feel like I have pretty strong arms and pretty strong upper body, but pull-ups have always been my greatest weakness.
Yeah.
My greatest. And I also say that as someone who doesn't really try to get better at them.
Work on them a lot.
I don't work on them a lot.
She doesn't do there's so many transitions from a non pull-up to a full strict pull-up. There's so many transitions that you can do. And
a chin-up I can do is when your hands are facing
so more
you.
More bicep driven.
For the life of me, if somebody wanted to offer me $1 million to pull my own body weight up one time, I would leave broke.
No, I think you can do one.
Literally, I cannot.
For $1 million, you'd get it. You'd figure it out,
honey. I'd be like, can I jump start? Can I? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I got to get back to the days where I could do 15.
You was doing pull up strong.
Yeah.
For a long time, like weighted and everything.
Yeah, I was doing. The thing about like weighted though is just it's very. Pull-ups can be very hard on your body when you do a ton. I'm going to build them back into the routine, but not as much. I'm not going to do like you 80 to 100 in a workout like I used to. I was doing 80 to 100.
You were doing tons.
I'm not going to do that as much. I'm probably going to shoot for like 40 to 50 at most, because it is it's one of the greatest back workouts you can do.
It's intense.
So I want to do that. I want to do some deadlifts and stuff like that. But yeah, I would agree that even for me, I mean, in general, a pull-up is a really tough, and a strict pull-up. We're talking about
a dead weight. Yes.
Up to get your chin above the bar.
Yes.
Those just hard in general.
Difficult. Yeah.
So yeah,
I can do them assisted.
Yeah, and you can do them if you're getting momentum going.
Right, but just like
strict, go up
to completely
come back down, dead hang, do it again.
Not barely, but yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's definitely a good one. I think it's a good choice.
Oh yeah.
What would you say your greatest physical challenge is?
Yeah, share it.
Yeah.
Did you do another question? I did the question. Oh, that was my second because the first one was ratchet.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we doing question? Do we have an Ask Gabe and Babe?
I don't know.
We only have 10 minutes, though, because we have a call at 3 o'clock. It's 2:48, so probably shouldn't get into an Ask Gabe and Babe unless we have a quick one.
Yeah, I'll see.
You guys, if you didn't know, you can send in your questions, concerns, situations, dilemmas, anything that you would love to have our unprofessional opinion on. Feel free to send them over. You can email them to us at letsmakeoutpodcast@gmail.com. And you can put hashtag Ask Gabe and Babe in the subject line so that we know you want us to discuss it on the podcast. Please keep them coming. We were getting a whole lot and then it kind of slowed down. So go ahead and keep sending.
I know we had seen some.
I had just seen some too. That's why I was like, I knew we had some.
We probably should jump off here, honestly, though.
Yeah, because we have 10 minutes and we should probably prepare for our call.
Yeah, we have a call. So, but we did a bunch of questions.
We did.
I think we talked about some good stuff. Hopefully you enjoyed. We want to have a bunch of Ask Gabe and Babes available. So if you have things that you've been thinking about,
all of this.
Okay, well, I'm saying it again. It's called redundancy. Okay, it's called redundancy.
Okay.
We're gonna agree to disagree. I don't believe that you said it. We're gonna agree to disagree. But yeah, we appreciate y'all. Keep them coming, and we would love if you.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead, bro.
No, I was thinking about somebody emailed us a laundry list of podcast topics.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Like, why are you looking at me like you the one told me? And he showed it to me. So, shout out to you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So, we're going to go through that list. And we're going to come back and be ready, okay? Because
we're not giving you a start date of that. But we will be back.
Well, we'll have a little bit of a break in August because we'll be celebrating 10 years. We'll be out of town. So, when we come back, we're going to be ready.
That's right.
With some actual topics.
Absolutely. So, we appreciate y'all.
What were you saying before I cut you off? I'm so sorry.
I was just saying this, basically. We would love if you would keep up with the podcast. Let's Make Out Pod on Twitter. Let's Make Out Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Check out, if you're listening, check it out on iTunes. Please rate and review. We would love that. We would appreciate it. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all.
And we'll see you next week.